Basically, if you came here today with an idea in your brain and you'd like to just share it with the community, you get a minute to do so. We are going to let Beth and her team at Cleantech Open Accelerator kind of manage the process. But if you have any questions and you want to drop them in the chat, please do so now. Beth, you let me know how I can support you as we go through this.
The idea is this is not an audition. It's really just for us to get to know you a little bit and to hear about what you're working on. And so what I would suggest is that I will go in that order: John, Chris, Joseph, Ian, and I will time you, but it is very helpful if you have your own timer so you can stay to 1 minute, and we'll keep it like that. And then when we're done, we will have an opportunity to do an audience choice. So no pressure, just for fun. So I will turn it over now to John Barlow. So when you're ready, turn on your mic and take it away.
Okay, aloha everybody. My name is John Barlow with Power Alternative. I have an extraordinary line of proprietary energy systems, clean, green energy systems applicable for power propulsion and waste management. And what I'm looking to do basically is to establish the funds or generate the revenues by developing a surfside center, a self-sustained, self-contained biosphere that will enclose a Hawaiian garden beach park to generate the funds, renting it to vendors. And that's how I'll make my money.
That's pretty cool. So to clarify, you're in Hawaii, is that correct?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Just making sure that we know where you are. You're totally welcome to apply to Cleantech Open in Hawaii. So there are people who can help you there.
Yes, I did when you did Minnesota.
Oh, okay. That's no problem. So you're welcome to apply there. So thank you for your pitch. Very cool. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris Bassett. His company is Faros Seafood. So Chris, whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so my story begins here in Rhode Island, in Warwick, Rhode Island, at a restaurant called Bassett's Inn. So growing up in my family's restaurant, I always knew good products were really important. So growing up, my dad actually ended up selling the restaurant and pursued a career as a fisherman. So it taught me the importance of fisheries and the importance of the independence and privacy that those individuals live. So I graduated from URI with a degree in finance, and I was really determined to find a problem in the fisheries industry to solve. And while working at the Fulton, a John George restaurant in New York City 2 summers ago, I realized that there's this problem that restaurants have where they only really have like 2 distributors, and it's really hard to find different distributors and to find different products. So fast forward a year later, and I started to work on an online marketplace for all seafood. So that's what we're focused on right now. We're building a marketplace to connect all distributors with restaurants and chefs, and we're focused on oyster farms right now. So we're really focused on helping oyster farms market themselves to restaurants, and that's why I'm here today, because oysters clean water, about 50 gallons per oyster. So we're hoping.
That's awesome. So great to hear about what you're working on, Chris. And just so that you know, we have had some people working in the oyster industry go through our program. In fact, a couple of years ago, there was one called Oyster Tracker that has some software for oyster farmers. So if you don't know them, you might want to look them up.
Thank you for the time.
Okay, so maybe we'll go to Ian Owen next. So Ian, whenever you're ready, turn on your mic and take it away.
Yeah, hi folks. My name's Ian Estefan Owen. It's a marriage mistake. No, not a mistake. So I started a company in December with a partner, Jason Webster, and it's called Jaya Robotics. And we are focused on creating micro-sized autonomous surface vehicles and underwater vehicles that can swim on the surface of the ocean with a variety of different sensor packs. They can dive down up to 100 meters of depth, really focused on the littoral areas. We can do water quality sampling, carry out salinity sensing, mapping boundary areas where you're doing dredging operations. You can measure the turbidity in the water and move in and out of that boundary, marking hazardous objects or ingress and egress routes. So the vehicles have got a flashing light on the top of the vehicle that sticks out of the water, and you can communicate with the vehicle using RF comms, sending in different missions, picking that data back real time, overlaying the data on the maps that you're using to operate the vehicles. So we just
Very
kicked off
cool.
the product development last week.
Wow, excellent. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. And I think you said it really fast, but what is your correct name?
Ian Estefan Owen.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So that was just what we saw on the screen. So thank you. Okay, Joseph. So if you are here, why don't you turn on your mic and take it away? You can tell us your story.
Here we go. My name is Joseph Fish from Western Massachusetts. I'm the founder of EVSPS. EVSPS is a small veteran, minority, and family-owned business. EVSPS intention to build an alternate solution for our failing energy grid system for the movement of goods and services through our transportation system. Moving goods and services from one location to another can be very difficult, even more difficult in unstable power grid system for any type of vehicles. EVSPS is intended to build an automated renewable energy mobile unit to help the replenishment of land and aerial vehicles such as drones.
Great.
Using the force of nature to power the wind turbine. Oh, okay. Is this a little bit better?
Yeah, but
sorry.
your time is up. So,
Oh, okay,
so
okay,
we'll
okay.
no problem. So thank you very much for sharing. I think we got the gist of it. So that's pretty cool. So thank you. So we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have Power Alternative, Pharos Seafood, EVSPS, and Jaya Robotics. So thank you all for venturing out and doing your pitches. I know it's not always easy to pitch in front of a bunch of strangers. So I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Tally, to tell us about what happens next.
Go to slido.com, and then when it asks for your code, you'll type in CTO, which stands for Cleantech Open, and you can go ahead and vote for whichever startup you think had the best pitch. Again, this isn't an audition, it's just a quick pitch. So this vote is just for fun and to encourage participation. Looks like it's going well. We have about 16 votes. You can see that up in the right corner of the screen. So the winner is Chris Bassett at Pharos Seafood. So congratulations. You were the audience choice today.
Thank
I'll
you.
send
Thank
it back
you
to
very much.
Beth and Amy.
Congratulations, Chris. Great to hear your story and great to hear all the stories today.
Absolutely. And I just want to thank all of the brave pitchers who shared their 1-minute stories with us. Those were great. And I hope you all apply for Cleantech Open or for any other accelerator program that you've learned about today or that you hear about any other way. And please share with us as you kind of go through your journey. Share with us at Venture Cafe in District Hall, Providence. And definitely keep us informed about where you are. We'd love to share your stories. Beth, do you have anything else you'd like to share with the audience before we?
I think we covered it all. So if anyone has any questions at all, feel free to reach out to any of us. My email is multiple places, I think, in this string, but it's bzonis@cleantechopen.org. If anyone has any questions, really enjoyed hearing everyone's stories and learning about the other organizations in the ecosystem. There are lots of opportunities for us to all work together.